Hey guys, welcome to Homework Help for Year 8, Term 3, Week 1. The new topic for this term is congruency and similarities for triangles. So the homework is for set 3 on page 8, and question 1 states, write an expression stating that each pair of triangles is congruent, giving the vertices in matching order. So what they mean by matching order is, so let's look at this first example here. When we write the triangle, we started from F and then we go to E and then G. So we look at F and then to E and then to G. Now when we start from F, we have to look at what angle does F have. It has a dot, like a closed circle. So for the second triangle, we look for the dot, the angle with a dot, and that's right there, and that has the vertices P. So when you write F as the first letter, you have to write P as the first letter. Now the second letter they wrote was E. They could have written G, okay, but they decided to write E. So if you write E for the second letter, you look for what angle does E have. The vertices E, what angle does it have? It has the angle with a cross in it. So we look for the angle with a cross for the second triangle, and sure enough, that's Q. So when you write E as a second letter, you have to write Q as a second letter. And obviously the last letter is going to be G, and that's going to be R. And we just write the symbol for triangle, and we write the congruent symbol, which is like a squiggly line and two dashes, or an equal sign underneath it. Okay, and the reason we do this is in case, imagine if you're not given the triangle, but you're just given that expression. I can look at this expression and I can tell which angle, which length is equal to which length and which angle is equal to which angle. So I'll prove it to you right now. I don't have the diagram with me, right? Because I blocked it out. I can tell you that, let me just write this in blue. I can look at this expression. Whoops, bit too big. I can look at this expression and see that if I want to find out what the length of FE, well, not what the length is, but what it corresponds to. So the length FE is going to equal to the length PQ. I can see that straight away, just from looking at that expression that was written, because it was written correctly. Okay, whoops. And also I can, for example, I can look at the expression and say the length PR, for example, PR. Now what does that equal to for the other triangle? So we start from P, we go to R, so we start from F, we go to G. So I can say that's equal to FG. I can also see what angle equals to which angle. So let me rub this out here. Too much confusion. For example, if I said the angle EFG, now what angle does that equal to the second triangle? So we start from E, we go to F, so the E is the middle one, right? So we start from Q, so we write the angle. We start from Q, we go to P, because in this one we go to F, so this one we go to P, and then we go to G, so then we go to R. So I can say angle Q, P, and R. Now let's see if what we wrote here is correct. I wrote 3 different things. I showed you that two of the lengths are equal and 2 of the angles are equal. Let's see if I'm right. Let's rub all this out. Okay, so let me see. So FE is equal to PQ. FE, which is the one with the 1 dash, okay, is equal to PQ, also 1 dash. See? Now what about PR? PR is equal to FG. PR, where's PR? Ah yes, here it is. PR has a 3 dash. Is equal to FG, who also has 3 dash. See? What about the angle? Angle EFG. EFG, that's this angle here. So let me rub everything else out so we don't get confused. Okay, so this is that angle there, EFG. And that's going to equal to QPR. See? And that's correct. See, when you write the expression correctly, you can write your working out correctly and you can get the answer more accurate and correctly. Okay? So that's the reason why, actually I'm going to leave it there. That's the reason why we write the vertices in the matching order. Now let's look at question B. Okay, so this one is pretty easy. Nothing, the triangle hasn't changed, it's just been shifted to the right. So I'll start with LMN. Okay, so I'm going to say triangle LMN is congruent to triangle. Okay, because we started from L, I'm going to do with this one Y and then M. So that's Z. Oh wait, hold on. No, this has been changed. Hold on. I got tricked. It's not the same. It hasn't just been shifted. Okay, so not a problem. I start from L, which has the angle X. So let's look for the angle X. Ah, it's Y. Okay, so that still works. And then I went to M. M has an angle of an open dot. So the open dot is, wait a minute. Okay, is this one here? Well, that's strange. How come the lengths are different? I think they drew the length wrong. Anyway, yeah, so this one should be Z, and then last one is N, which is this one, so it goes there. So we go to that one, which is X, and that should be correct. Okay. I think they drew. Let me show you why I got confused here. You see how this one is got 1 dash. This one's supposed to only have 1 dash, but instead of they mix these around. So I think they drew it wrong. It can't be this like this. Okay. Anyway, let's go to question D. There's about, I don't know, 8 questions. Go to question D. Now this one I'm gonna start with, so we have to write the expression just like usual. I'm gonna say angle POQ. So I started from P, then I went to O, then I went to Q. Now look at this one. This one's been rotated or something. It's been moved around, whatever. So maybe if I move this triangle, you might be able to see what to write. Okay. So what if so this triangle has been rotated. Oh wait, let me just keep this at the top. Whoops. Okay. And it's not only has been rotated, but it's also been reflected. So now it looks the same, and I can tell it's the same because the angles are in the correct order, in the correct places. Okay, look, see, and the lengths are also in the correct place. So if I move it, I'll make my life a lot easier and say, okay, well that's just triangle S, T, and R. Just from looking at it, I go S, T, and R, just like the way I wrote the first triangle. Okay, how about the next one? Now, this one I'm gonna do 2 ways. I'm gonna show you I'm gonna do the first way, which is how we compare angles. So I'm just gonna do L, M, N. Now we start from L, which is the one with the 37 degrees. So we look for the 37 degrees on the second triangle, which is K. So I'm gonna say triangle K. If you go from L first, then you gotta go K first. The next letter is M. Now, M is the angle with 90 degrees. So let's look for the 90 degrees for the second triangle, and that is I. So if you go M next, then you must go I next. And then the last one is obviously N, and that one should be J. There's only one left, so now we write the symbol for congruent, and there's your answer. Okay. Another way you can do it is, I'm just gonna, can I rub this out? Oh no, I can't. Okay. Another way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna rotate this, and you can see what's going on here. Maybe I should rotate it like this, and then maybe flip it. No, that didn't work. Maybe I should rotate it this way. Flip it back. Ah, yes, like this. Okay. There you go. So, you start from M, you went to L. That means I start from, sorry, no, I did it wrong way. I start from L, I went to M. So I start from K, I go to I. K-I, L-M, okay? Then I go from M to N, so I go from I to J. And that's, you can see that's written there correctly as well. So you can rotate the second triangle to match the first triangle, and then you can write the correct order. But you don't even need to do that. You just have to find out what vertices match what angle. Okay, I'll do the last one. Actually, yeah, I'll do this one here. Last one here. I'll go triangle X, Y, Z is congruent to triangle. So we start from X, which is 27 degrees. So let's look for 27 degrees. Ah, this is C. So that means vertices C is the first one. Then we go to Y. Now Y has 15 degrees, so that means that we go to the one with 15 degrees, so that's E. So C, E, D, done. The last one has to be the last letter, which is D. Okay, and then we write the, and then we can write the expression correctly. Question 2. The triangles below are congruent. Find the value of all pronumerals. Triangles that appear obtuse angle are obtuse angle. All side lengths are in centimeters. Alright, let's look at the first one here. We have 4, 5, and 6. That means this must be 4, 5, and this must be 6. Now these triangles are congruent, which means that they're exactly the same, okay? They're identical. So that Z has to be 6 centimeters. Alright, and also another thing about congruent triangles is that all the lengths and angles match up. So for example, this angle 56 has an opposite length of 5, which means that the angle that's opposite 5 must be 56. So here's 5, this angle must be 56. So X degrees is equal to 56. And obviously this is, if this is length 6 and this is length 6, so therefore the opposite angle to this length is the same. This will be, so that means that Y degrees is equal to 83. The second one I'll let you do on your own. Let's go to page 2. Alright, I'll do maybe 2 more. I'll do F and H. So X, now let's find out for X. X is opposite, so this length X here, whoops, I'm still writing on the wrong one. Okay. So this length X here is opposite the angle 18. Okay, it's opposite this vertices and with the angle 18. So that means I look at the second triangle and I can see that this 18 is going to be opposite this length here. So this is, if this is 9, then this must be 9 as well. Okay, so X is equal to 9 centimeters. And let's look at Z. We want to find Z. Now Z is this length here, and it's opposite. Wait, hold on. Maybe before Z I had to find something else. 18, 130. Okay, this is the obtuse angle of this triangle, and this is the obtuse angle of this triangle. So we can reasonably deduce that these are the same. So y degrees is equal to 130. And the obtuse angle is opposite the length 22. So this obtuse angle must be opposite the length 22, and that means Z must be 22 centimeters. Done. Question H. Now let's look at the first one. We got Z. I want to find out what Z is. Okay, so this is so Z is opposite. So the length Z is opposite the angle 115 degrees, which is an obtuse angle. Okay, and let's look at the second triangle. Okay, so it looks to me like X is an obtuse angle and it's opposite of this length 31. So that means that these two must be the same. So Z is equal to 31 centimeters. Okay, next one is we need to find, so that means angle X also, X degrees is also 115 degrees. They're both obtuse angles there. Now Y, the length Y here, whoops, the length Y here is opposite this angle 19 degrees. So we look at this triangle. Let's look at here we got 19 degrees. What's opposite of this length angle 19 degrees? Well, it's going to be this length 11. So therefore Y is going to equal to this 11. Y is equal to 11 centimeters. Question 7. Copy each diagram and mark on it all of the given information. Mark all pairs of equal sides and angles in the given triangles. Name the congruent triangles with the vertices in matching order. Okay, so let's look at 7a. It says that AC is equal to BD. So these two lengths are the same. AC is also parallel to BD, so these two lengths are also parallel. AB and CD bisect each other. Okay, so that means that this length is equal to this length. Bisect means cut each other in half. So this line cuts this line in half, and vice versa. Okay, so that means that this is the same, and that's the same. Okay, so all of the lengths are the same. This angle is equal to this angle because vertically opposite. This angle, I'm gonna label X, is equal to this angle because alternate angles. Okay, you got two parallel lines with a line that goes through it, and this angle is equal to this angle, alternate. And obviously this angle is equal to this angle because alternate again. Okay, so all the angles are equal and all of the sides are equal. We have two congruent triangles here. Okay, now it says mark all pairs of equal sides, which we did before. I kind of rubbed it out, but anyway, you can copy that in there. Also, we want to, actually I'll leave it back there for you. Okay, you can say that's that down there, that's that one there. Okay, and this one with a, okay, now I can say triangle ACE, ACE is congruent to triangle. Now we have to do the matching pair thing. So ACE, we start from A, which is the angle here that I have with the open dot, and the open dot on the other triangle is this one, B. So we start from B for this one, and then the middle one is C. Now C has the angle that has a cross on it there. So we look for the other triangle, the angle with a cross is D. So that's gonna be B, D, and the last letter must be E, obviously. And there's your answer. Alright, question 7b. It says that triangle LMN is an equilateral triangle. Okay, so all of these sides are equal. And LK is an axis of symmetry. So this line will is an axis of symmetry. That means it divides these shapes into like a mirror image of each other. Okay. Well, that means that we know that this angle is equal to this angle. So let me just label that. Whoops. I'm gonna label it with 2 dots there. This angle is 60 degrees and so is this angle. And obviously this angle is going to be the same as this angle here. Because of axis symmetry, which means that they're gonna be the same. These lengths are all the same. This length is the same as that length. That length is same as that length, and the middle length is the same as each other. Okay, so we have 2 congruent triangles. We have this one is congruent to this one. Okay. So now let's write the expression. We can say triangle. You can label whatever triangle however you want. I'm gonna say LMK. I'm gonna say this triangle here, LMK. Okay, so I start from L. Now I'm gonna say it's congruent to triangle. If you start from L, which has the angle that has a dot, so we look for the other angle with a dot, which is this one here, and that's also L, so that's L there. And then M is the middle letter, so we go from L to M. M is the angle with the open circle, so we look for the open circle one on the other side, which is this one, which is N. And then obviously the last one has to be K. There's your answer there. Okay, maybe I'll do one more of this one, question E. Wait, do I have any more? Oh no, that's it. Okay, I can say, okay, we want to find out the length Y. Now, the length Y is opposite the angle 78. Right. So let's look at the second triangle and look at what length is opposite 78. We have a 78 there, and opposite 78 is the 30. So that means Y and 30, they're the same. So we can say Y is equal to 30 centimeters. What else you got? You got, okay. Let me rub that out. Now, we have the angle X. Okay, angle X is equal to, X is opposite the length 13. The length 13 is opposite the angle X. So let's look at the length 13 on this triangle. Here's 13. Opposite of this one is 25 degrees. So therefore X must be 25 degrees. Okay, and I'm going to change this to blue. Now, angle Z is opposite. Actually, there's nothing there, so we can't say anything. But we can see that angle Z. Just rub this out. Angle Z, it sits between the length 13 and 30. So let's see. We know this is 13. We know this is 30. So the angle that's between it is 77. So therefore, angle Z must be 77 degrees. Okay, it's just a matter of matching the vertices with the angles and the sides with the sides. Okay, I think that's it. Wait, let me just double check. Yeah, okay. Not a lot of homework, just 2 pages. So there we go. Hope that helps.